Hello, America. Hello, world. California, especially. Then Nevada, Texas, Oregon, Oklahoma, and so on. Archangel Troy coming to you from Ridgecrest, California, and I want to show you on the map where Ridgecrest is. Right here where this X is. Las Vegas over here, Los Angeles over here, Bakersfield over here. Here's Ridgecrest. It's a really good town with a super Walmart, bunch of stores and restaurants. If you can live with the police, then you can have a good life in a little town. Well, it's a little city. Today I want to talk to you about prisons and jails. Our America and our freedom isn't as free as it used to be. Seems as though the police are getting really paranoid. The citizens at their businesses or homes are really paranoid and schizophrenic. It's almost like a police state, except they're just not roaming the streets in Humvees and soldiers in with their M16s. At the end of the last decade, beginning of this decade, for 2 years I got arrested 3 times, and none of them did I deserve them. It was in San Diego, California, for being near a house, but not on any sidewalk or any property. I was just next to a fence, talking on the phone, and some girl didn't like me being near her house, so she called the police. They showed up, instantly cuffed me, stuffed me, took me to jail, and wanted to drug test me and extract my blood without my permission. They stuck a bar between my arms, cuffed behind my back, just to get a needle in my arm to get a blood test. It was absolutely ridiculous. One of the most ridiculous things in my whole life. Then there was Salem, Oregon. I was trucking and having a good old time. One of the best jobs of my life, going from state to state, delivering our goods. That's how we live. Everything's delivered by a truck. So really respect truckers and the trucks on the road and give them space. Don't cut them off. And if you ever seen one in person, give them a little more respect and tell them hi, give them a little conversation. But our truck broke down in Salem, Oregon, and I had to get home some way. So we went to a motel, stayed overnight. The next day, I went to a Greyhound bus station, and they called trespassing on me for absolutely no reason. There's just what I could see was a Japanese man working there. He didn't like some good old boy American walking in. He called the police, called trespassing. They're there so fast, I didn't have a chance to walk away. Instant cuff stuff, taken to jail, and you get put in a squalid, disgusting cell. And thank God I was alone in the cell. But the biggest problem with prison and jail is that you might lose your soul. Now, don't blame God for this. I don't have 100% all the answers of life, but you may be put in a place where you're tested, or that's where you deserve to go, or you're already possessed as it is. But as for me, Archangel Troy, there is a war over my soul. There's heaven and hell both fighting for me, because Satan knows I'm more powerful than him in a way, and more than all his demons of hell, and they want to suck me down to hell so they can stay in power. Well, I'm trying to take them out of power and take some good souls back out of hell, deliver them up to Jesus. So you look at those beds in prison, it's a steel rectangle. It's a steel rectangle, and you might get a pad, you might not. I went in a bunch of nights without any mattress, any pad, and it is the scariest times of your life. I got no good rest. I don't remember one good dream or wake up. I was mildly going insane and talking weird stuff because I couldn't get any sleep, and I can feel the gravity as I laid on that bunk. It felt like 9 or 10 times the normal gravity, so that's 9 or 10 G's if you're flying in a fighter jet, going straight down. And I close my eyes, and I can literally feel my soul leaning down, and I can feel the demonic force and the witches trying to pull me down. I saw a glimpse of hell. There's all these witches, miserable, and they don't laugh because they're all miserable, and misery loves company. They want as many more miserable people down there as possible, but especially me, because I'm so critical to the future for heaven and hell. They're trying to suck my soul out of my body through that bunk, and later it seemed like I woke up in a dirt patch miles away from the prison after they released me, and my soul went under the ground and miles away and sprung back up in my body in that dirt patch. And they're still trying to test me. There's police officers thinking or accusing me of murder. They didn't have any name or description or story. They're just making shit up just to fuck with me. They must have been so bored. This is Bakersfield, California, right out of Laredo. I don't know where I was, but I was just in front of a little cute business, and I was drinking out of the sprinklers. I was just trying to get some good deserved shut eye after being awake for so long in prison. And the 2 police officers were being cocks and harassed me about a murder. If they really suspected me, why they just say get up and get going? They just told me to leave. At all those times I get cuffed and stuff for doing absolutely nothing. If they suspect me of a murder, why didn't they cuff me and take me to questioning? They take me to a room and question the crap out of me. So the third time I got arrested was in Ridgecrest, California, my hometown, born and raised here. Many, many moons ago, about 400. And about 400 moon cycles ago, I was born. But I was in a Dollar Tree. Yeah, I guess I'm calling out a store, Dollar Tree, because it really proves to me that they would rather get a conviction on somebody than prevent a shoplifting or a suspected shoplifting or a mistake. Because what I did was a granny mistake. I left glasses on my forehead and walked out of the store without paying for them. I forgot they were on. It was a mistake. They arrested me down the street. If I had a car, I would have gone away. So be very, very careful. Be a good Christian. Accept Jesus as your Savior. Keep the commandments. I don't care if you read the Bible. I don't care if you go to church, but don't go into this New Age stuff. Don't believe in what Oprah believes in, or some monk or Tibetan monastery, or this SRF, Self-Realization Fellowship. Jesus is the only way, and he can even break a contract with Satan. Like Jim Carrey, he literally or figuratively signed on the dotted line with Satan. He signed away his soul, sold his soul to Satan. Look it up on YouTube. So be very, very careful with what you do in public. Stay home as much as possible and keep the law, because once you go to jail or prison, you can lose your soul. That's the most valuable thing you'll ever have. More valuable than even Bill Gates, $90 billion, or the Amazon CEO of $129 billion. Your single soul that you can be living in an African village, and you eventually make it to heaven, and your soul is more valuable than $129 billion. We'll just say that. So, see you till next time. Love, Archangel Troy.